What did you put again? Okay, so 9 o'clock, ayan. So, once again, this is Gurography. So, it's a free let review hub. In a sense na meron tayong Macboards from Monday to Friday. Yung mga ating lectures also are free. Okay, yan. So, please help sa pag-grow ng Gurography by joining na lang din. And then we also have YT channel yan. Maraming mga nakalagay na doon. Yan. Free din po yon. Okay, so sa YT channel, Gurography din po yung pangalan natin. Alright, so let's start. So ito ay yung Gurography, mga high yield na gen ed questions. Okay, pero identification tayo para masaya. Okay, so Philippine history. Yan. So let's start with number 1. Okay, yan. So, can you type ready pala, please? Yan, para naman may pang-boost tayo. Yan, can you please type if you're ready na? Ready, ready, ready? Ayan, si Rara. Miss Rara ba yan? Or Mr. Rara? Okay, so thank you. Ayan. Yan yung ating mga suki. Alright. So, thank you for joining tonight. Okay, so number 1, lagay natin yung number natin. Number 1, what was the social political unit of pre-colonial Filipinos, typically led by a datu and consisting of several families? Okay, yan. Good evening din po, Honey Bay. Alright, so again, what was the socio-political unit of pre-colonial Filipinos? Typically led by a datu. Oh, may nakalagay pa dyan. Datu. Yan. And consisting of several families. Yan. Unit po siya ang hinahanap. Unit. Yes, and of course, the answer there is barangay or balangay. Okay. Ang lumalabas din po dyan, nasagot ang barangay is smallest administrative unit, okay? Wag po kayong magudulo kasi minsan ang hinahanap naman ay smallest electoral unit. Sige nga po, ano po kung ang smallest administrative unit is barangay, ano naman yung smallest electoral unit? Ano naman po 'yon? Sige. Kasi syempre pag sabi mong administrative, syempre sa in a way na kung paano i-administer. Okay, yan. Pero pag sinabi nating electoral unit, yun yung mga unit na ginagamit when it comes to elections. Yan. Sige po, sige po. Yan, thank you for sharing the live. Hindi electoral. Ibig sabihin ginagamit sa election. Yan. Electoral. Do you have any idea? It starts with P. P, 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 P. Meron ba? Tapos F, no? Family. Natin, family. Alright? Wala ba? Sige, mag-count ako ng 5 and then i-reveal natin. Okay? So, 5, 4, 3, Tupurok. Yeah. All right. People, okay, I like the enthusiasm, okay? But the answer there is precinct, okay? Or precinct, okay? So again, smallest administrative, barangay. Pag ang hinanap ay smallest electoral unit is precinct, all right? Yan. Number 2, who was regarded as the paramount chief of the entire island of Panay, assisted by 4 subordinate leaders named Lubay, Paduluhinog, Dumalogdog, and Dumangsolin, and is also credited with creating the Code of Maragtas. Okay, anyway, sabihin na natin, sino yung sinasabi nila na sumulat doon sa Code of Maragtas? Sino yung dato na yan? Yan. Yan. And by the way, yung existence ng Code of Maragtas is highly disputed. Alright? Do you have any idea? SSS, it starts with S. So, ito yung Kalantiaw Code, yan, it's, napatunayan na hoax, pero itong Maragtas Maragtas is highly disputed pa lang, okay? Pero hindi pa formalized na sinabi na hoax, okay? And yes, the answer there is yes, Datu Sumakwel. Kasi yung Code of Maragtas is also known as Code of Sumakwel. Okay, yan. Yan. So ang sinasabi nila, okay, nagpalabas niyan is si Guillermo Santiago Quino. Okay, yan. Iba pa yung Maragtas Legend ha, iba pa yon. Yung Maragtas Legend, pero related doon, okay? Yung Maragtas Legend kasi ito yung parang story na kasama si Datu Sumakwel. Pero yung Maragtas Code or Sumakwel Code or Code of Sumakwel, ito yung mga parang ano, mga parang ano ba, parang Code of Hammurabi, yung mga ganon. Yes, it's Datu Sumakwel. Nalipatok. Ay, it's okay. At least mapanunot mo tata. Kaya ito naman, what was the name of the epic poem? Ito, gas-gas talaga to. Laging lumalabas. What was the name of the epic poem of the Ifugao people? Considered one of the longest in the world. Okay, that narrates the adventures of their hero. Okay, so what was the name? Swerte mo kung taga Ifugao ka. Okay. So what was the name of the epic poem of the Ifugao people, considered one of the longest in the world, that narrates the adventures of their hero? Lagi po lumalabas to. It starts with letter A. Yeah. Medyo humihirap na, no? Alright, so Biag ni Lamang is Ilocano siya. Biag ni Lamang, Life of Lamang. Alright, so let's see. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Aliguyon. Oh, alam pa niya si Aliguyon, ah. Alright, so the answer is Alimya Hudhud. Yan, Alimya Hudhud. Yan, kinakanta namin yan nung bata na. Si Aliguyon, one of the heroes siya. Okay, yeah. So, alim ya hudhud. Or pag wala yun, hanapin niyo yung alim at hudhud. Alright, ito naman. What was the name of the Spanish expedition that completed the first circumnavigation of the world after Magellan's death? Okay, so again, what was the name of the Spanish expedition that completed the first circumnavigation of the world after Magellan's death? Okay, ang hinahanap po natin ay Spanish expedition, ha? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, very good. Pero very good. At least may nakaalam dun sa ano. Yeah, so it is Magellan Elcano Expedition. Okay, yan yung first circumnavigation. Lagi po lumalabas to. Okay? Or the first ano na nag-complete, okay, ng circumnavigation. The answer is Magellan Expedition or Elcano Expedition or Magellan Elcano Expedition. Okay? Ayan na ang ating high rater na si Mr. Hirono, okay, na enrollee dati sa Team Supremo. Okay, yan. So, yes, tama si Sir Winson. Yan, yung baka kasi hanapin, it is Victoria. Okay, kasi lima yon, di ba? Yan. Victoria po yung pangalan ng ship. Okay, and then yung expedition, it was commissioned by King Charles one or Charles the First of Spain. Ito din yung mga yung mga linalagay ko po dyan, yan din yung mga gas-gas, okay, na lumalabas. Alright, pang ilan na ba tayo? Pang tatlo po ata, Ma'am Violet. Alright, ito naman, what was the name of the first Spanish fort and settlement built in the Philippines? Located in Cebu. Yan, so bago to sa akin. Right. So what was the name of the first Spanish fort and settlement built in the Philippines? Located in Cebu. Okay, ito ang, naku, na RR na naman tayo. Wala na naman. Paki-follow ako kasi pag na-RR tayo, nag-iitim yung screen ko. Pag hindi po kayo naka-follow, baka makalimutan nyo yung pangalan ko or hindi nyo na ako mahanap. Alright. Ala, teka lang ha. Ayaw mag-ay nako. Alright. Aba, ang galing, galing, galing. Alright, ang dami kasing fort, ano? Alright, so yes, the answer there is Fort San Pedro. Yes, ang galing nyo ah, yes. Fort in Cebu. Yes, tama naman. Okay, yan. So, Fort San Pedro. Okay, ito ay in-establish ni Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. Okay, and napangalanan na Fort San Pedro because San Pedro was the flagship, okay, ng expedition nila. All right. Next, what was the galleon trade route that connected Manila to Mexico? Okay, from 1565 to 1815. Yan. So what was the galleon trade route that connected Manila to Mexico, alright? Or actually, ang ano ko dapat ano, what was the galleon trade? Pangalan ng galleon trade, alright? Okay. Ano yung pangalan nung galleon trade na yon? Alright? Nakita kong sagot, Acapulco, 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 Acapulco. Alright, so yes, alright. So Acapulco, at least meron naman tayong choices doon, di ba? So pag nakita mo Manila, Acapulco, same yan. The Acapulco, same din yan. Pero yung laging lumalabas nito is ano yung route, okay? Manila, ano yung route nung Manila, Acapulco galleon trade? Ang sagot po doon is uh, Mexico. Okay, yan yung laging lumalabas. Okay, Mexico. Alright. Sabi ni Tukmol, yan, Aka. O, maganda rin yan, Aka. Okay. Silk, sabi nung ano. Silk, yan yung mga, yan ang sagot na, lumalabas din yung silk. Yung sabi niya na ano yung main product, okay, ng Manila Acapulco Galleon Trade would be silk, yan, mga potteries, yun. Pero silk yung lumalabas doon. Okay? What system forced Filipino men to work for 40 days a year on government projects? Okay? For example, road ships during Spanish rule. Okay? So again, what system forced Filipino men to work for 40 days a year on government projects during Spanish rule? Yan. Yan. So pag ayaw mo at may kaperahan ka naman, magbabayad ka ng falla. Okay, and yes, ang galing-galing nyo. This is Polo E Servicio. Yes, and yes, tama si Sir Winson, you pay falla if you don't want to do it. Okay, yan. Pag tamad, falla ka. Yan. Ang mnemonics ko dati, yung falla kasi dun sa sa China is baliw. Yan. So lagi ko pinagpapalit ko kasi dati yung falla tsaka bandala. Yan. So ang mnemonics ko dati is pag ayaw mong mabaliw, yan kasi nga falla sabi ko nga is baliw doon sa China is magbayad ka. Alright? Magbayad ka ng falla. Yan. Yes, Gen Ed po to. Gen Ed. Okay, ito naman. What was the name of the 1872 uprising of Filipino soldiers and workers at a military arsenal near Manila? Okay, so again, what was the name of the 1872 uprising of Filipino soldiers and workers at a military arsenal near Manila? Okay, so ito din yung parang ginamit, okay? Para okay, yung tatlong pare. Okay. Yes, all right. Yeah. So very gasgas na talaga. Alam na alam niyo na. Yes, and the answer there is Cavite Mutiny. Okay, although hindi very rare na lumabas yan kahit sa mga mockboards, pero ilagay natin dyan. Sino yung leader niyan? That is Fernando Lamadrid. Okay, yan. Yan. Kasi this is in protest against sa decree ni Izquierdo, okay, na magbayad sila ng taxes at saka magpolo e-servisyo sila. Ayaw nila kasi most soldiers at that time, they were not required, okay, para magbayad, okay, ng taxes. All right. Yan. So pagbasahin niyo yung nangyari dito na nakakasad lang kasi hindi sila natulungan yan. So most of them were killed. Yan. Right, so ito, who were the three Filipino secular priests executed by Garrote on February 17, 1872 for alleged involvement in the Cavite Mutiny? Okay, so lumalabas din po to kung ano kung saan ilinink ito, yung tatlong to. The answer there would be Cavite Mutiny. Okay, yan. Yeah. Very good. Yes, so the answer there is tama po kayo. Okay, so the answer there is Gomburza. Okay. Ang lumalabas din po dito is how were the Gomburza killed? Yan. So ang sagot po niyan ay ano po? Yan, by way of paano? Yeah. So that is garrote. Yes. Good job. Okay, so the primer or code of conduct of the Katipunan written by Emilio Jacinto. So again, the primer or code of conduct of the Katipunan written by Emilio Jacinto. Okay, so ito ay ginawang primer or code nung conduct sa Katipunan. Okay, dahil ito yung pinili ni ni Andres Bonifacio. Okay? So may ginawa si Andres Bonifacio, okay, yung the Decalogue of the True Sons of something something. Okay, yan. Tapos nakita niya na mas maganda yung ginawa ni Emilio Jacinto, so sabi niya ito na lang yung gamitin natin. And of course, the answer there is Cartilla. Tama yan. Okay, so K, K, K yan. Katipunan, Cartilla. Mamaya may reveal pa akong isang K. Okay. Ito naman, who was the American general who led the capture of Emilio Aguinaldo in Palanan, Isabela on March 23, 1901? Okay, so again, who was the American general who led the capture of Emilio Aguinaldo in Palanan, Isabela on March 23, 1901? Okay, so tignan nyo na. Okay? So, lagi kong sinasabi, namnamin nyo lagi yung tanong. Kasi baka next time ang tanungin, asan? Okay, na-capture din. Ang sagot po niyan ay Palanan, Isabela. Kasi lumalabas din po yan, yung si Palanan, Isabela. And, ay, sorry, nagulat yung aso ko. Alright. And you are very, very good. Ang galing-galing nyo talagang, ano pa talaga, no? Alright, so the answer there is General Frederick Funston. Okay, yes. So, siya ang nag-capture. Alright, next, who established the Hook Balahap? Okay, or yung, yes, Funston, yes. Kaya nga maganda pa rin yung ano, no, let kasi, ano, 'di ba? Andun na yon, mamimili ka na lang, okay? So, Hook Balahap is hukbong bayan laban sa Hapon. Okay, so again, who established the Hook Balahap? Alright? So, siya yung ano, kilalang leader ng Central Luzon. Alright? Alright, okay. So, the answer there is, yes, Luis Taruk. Alright. Okay, so ito naman, ang isa pang laging lumalabas, sino, okay, or who was the president who quelled, okay, successfully quelled the Hook Balahap? Alright? Alright? Talaga, Joma season talaga. Alright, so ano po yon? Sino yung president who successfully quelled? Okay, yan talaga yung verbatim na question, who successfully quelled the Hook Balahap? Uy, syempre hindi na si Aguinaldo. Kasi Aguinaldo, patay na siya at that time. We are talking about laban sa Hapon. Ibig sabihin, time nung mga Japanese kayo talaga. Alright. Okay, so the answer there, yes, sorry. The answer there is Magsaysay. Alright, it's Magsaysay. Again, what was the largest naval battle of World War II? Fought from October 23 to 26, 1944. Wala namang masyadong date pag sa ano. Which saw the introduction of kamikaze attacks and effectively destroyed the Japanese combined fleet, securing the Allied invasion of the Philippines. Okay. Felipa Kulala. What was the largest naval battle of World War II? Fought from October 23 to 26, 1944, which saw the introduction of kamikaze attacks and effectively destroyed the Japanese combined fleet, securing the Allied invasion of the Philippines. Alright, so tignan natin. Ay, buti meron pa rin tayong 30 plus kahit kaka-restrict natin. Hindi pa naman din ako nag-appeal. Yeah, so the answer there is the Battle of Leyte Gulf. Okay, so dalawa yung laging lumalabas na ano ha. Yung isa is yung decisive battle, okay? Between Spain and, sige nga po, tanungin ko, ano yung decisive battle between Spain and America? Okay, yan yung mga laging lumalabas. Itong dalawang to. Sige nga po. Yan. Kung saan talong-talo. Okay, talong-talo ang Spain. Yan. Yes. Okay, very good. Yes. So the Battle of Manila Bay. Okay, yan. Yung Battle of Manila Bay, hindi po siya magkaparehas dun sa Battle of Manila. Ang lumalabas po sa Battle of Manila is it is a mock battle, okay? Yung Battle of Manila Bay, ito naman yung decisive battle, okay? Hindi siya mock battle. Okay, yan. So, ito naman, largest naval battle of World War II, it is the Battle of Leyte Gulf. Actually, may nabasa pa akong source na hindi lang siya largest naval battle of World War II, kundi the largest naval battle in modern history. Okay, ganun kalaki, right? Ang another word for another term for the Battle of Leyte Gulf is Second Battle of the Philippine Sea. Okay, yan. So, sino yung yung overall na nag-oversee? Si Toyoda, okay, so ng Japan, and then of course si MacArthur ng USA. Okay, next, what was the strategic island fortress in Manila Bay that held out against Japanese forces for months before surrendering on May 6, 1942? Okay, so ang pwede niyong maging dito, ang maging clue, kasi lagi nang lumalabas, is yung May 6, 1942. Okay, ibig sabihin, iyon yung second. Okay, kasi yung first is April 9, tama ba? April 9, 1942. Yan. And then after almost a month is eto naman na. All right. Okay, very good. Yeah, so the answer there is Corregidor. Okay, so if andito kayo last time, ano yung another ano yung kilalang pangalan din ng Corregidor? Yan. Yan. The ma 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 Ma, basbasit na basit. Oh, wait lang, i-close ko lang yung door. Kasi medyo malakas yung mama. All right. Let's see your answers. And of course, yes, the answer there is The Rock. Diba? Napanood nyo ba yung movie na The Rock? Okay, yan. Yes, it is The Rock. Or yes, Gibraltar. Yes, Gibraltar as well. All right. Filipino, established as the national language of the Philippines, is a standardized form of blank that incorporates elements from other Philippine languages. Okay, so again, Filipino, established as the national language of the Philippines, is a standardized form of blank that incorporates elements from other Philippine languages. Okay, yan. So, kung basahin niyo yung history ng kung paano nila pinili, okay, or ano yung parang pinaka gagamitin ba na if we can say dialect, okay, para sa Filipino, talagang away-away daw noon yan. Na, bakit ito yung pipiliin nyo? Ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Alright, yes, and the answer there is Tagalog. Yan. And nabasa ko na Tagalog daw yung pinili. Okay, although may mga naman, incorporate naman yung other Philippine languages. Okay, pero Tagalog daw kasi it was the most most spoken. Okay, yan. Na Philippine language. All right, what was the name? Ito lumabas nung September 2024. What was the name? And lagi kong binabanggit to. What was the name of the US legislative body established in 1907 as the lower house of the Philippine Assembly? Yan. So what was the name of the US legislative body established in 1907? Okay, as the lower house. Okay. Of the okay, lower house. Ibig sabihin, House of the Representative noon. Okay. Discolored. O, tinawanan na tuloy ako ni Mr. Hero, no? Okay. Alright. Yes. Sige pa. Sige pa. Wala na ba? Parang parang bingo lang. Yeah. So, the answer is the Philippine Assembly. Okay. So, noon, Philippine Assembly, pinalitan ng HOR during Jones Law. Okay, so yan yung mga gasgas na lumalabas. Okay? Yan. So, ayan, na-restrict na naman tayo. Sana makita nyo pa ako. Diyos ko Lord, bakit? Tapos ayaw pa man ding... Teka lang ha? Bakit ayaw Ay, naku, bahala ka dyan. Alright. Ito naman, kung ang lower house noon ay Philippine Assembly, ano naman yung upper house? Okay, or now, yung Senate. Okay, yan. Ano naman yon, okay? So kung noon ay Philippine Assembly yung HOR or Lower House or House of the Representatives, ano naman dati? Okay, ang tawag sa Senate or Upper House? Sige nga po. Ano, okay, starts with the C. Okay, the Philippine C. Ano yon, yung C for cat. C for cat. Yan. Lagi ko pong binabanggit yan. Okay. Alright. Alright, 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 alright. Char, sabi niya. Okay lang yan. Okay, at least you're trying. Ganyan din ako dati, mali-mali. Okay. Hanggang ngayon, mali-mali pa rin. Joke, joke. Hindi, di ba? Philippine Constabulary. Ang cute naman yan. Philippine Constabulary. Pananaabutan ko pa yan, guys. Yung tawag sa mga is PC. Philippine Constabulary. Okay, so the answer there is Philippine Commission. Okay? Philippine Commission. Yung Congress is ano? Yung Congress is both na yon, okay? HOR and Senate is Congress. Alright? Philippine Commission. Alright? The newspaper of the Philippine Revolution. Okay, yan. Dapat i-memorize nyo rin yung tatlong newspaper na yon. Yan. So, what is the newspaper of the Philippine Revolution? Mm-hmm. Kalayaan, kalayaan, kalayaan. Sabi ng isa. Yung KKK, guys, di ba ang KKK is Katipunan, tapos Kartilya yung kanilang primer, and then yung kanilang newspaper is Kalayaan. So, hindi, ang hinahanap po natin ngayon ay Philippine Revolution. Okay. Alright, at least may may nakaisip, ay reform pala, yung la propaganda, ay yung la solidaridad, very good yan. Alright, so the answer there is la independencia. Okay, yan. So dapat ito din yung mga kailangan yung memorize kasi ang dami-dami, okay? And sino yung usually nagsusulat doon? General Antonio Luna. Okay, so of course, saan ko linagay yon? Okay, mamaya, baka nalagay ko sa isa, okay? Yeah, so ang sagot nun ay la independencia. Ito naman, what was the name of the only newspaper of the Katipunan? O, nabanggit ko na kanina. Printed by the press of the Diario de Manila with its single issue published in March 1896. So again, what was the name of the only newspaper of the Katipunan? Printed by the press of the Diario de Manila with its single issue published in March 1896. Okay. Alright, and sabi natin kanina, KKK, Katipunan, yung kanilang primer is Kartilya, and ang kanilang newspaper ay Kalayaan. Okay, very good, Kalayaan. Alright, so andito pala to. Okay, so yung propaganda, yung kanilang newspaper is La Solidaridad. Okay, yan. Alright, sino yung lagi din lumalabas to, sino yung unang nagsulat doon is Graciano Lopez Haina. At saka sino yung second? It's Marcelo H. Del Pilar. Okay, pagkatipunan din naman, Kalayaan. Okay, sino yung usually editor? Emilio Jacinto, Pio Valenzuela, and Andres Bonifacio. Pag Philippine Revolution, La Independencia. Okay, sino yung founder editor? Antonio Luna. Okay, yan. I-post ko pa tong na to. Alright? Next, who was the Filipino chemist who invented the popular banana ketchup? Yan. So, who was the Filipino chemist who invented the popular banana ketchup? Akala ko Manila Bulletin. Alright. So, sino tong babae na to? Yan. So, isa siyang war hero. Yan. So, marami siyang ginawa. Soyalak ba yun? Yes. Yung darak. Yan. And she was killed from a shrapnel. Tumama yung shrapnel sa kanya. Alright, inquirer, sabi niya. Maria Orosa, sabi ni Ma'am Celestina Unay. Sabi ni Sir Winson, Maria Orosa, Maria Orosa. Alright. Okay, and the answer there is indeed it is Maria Orosa. Okay, yan. So, guys, kindly follow nyo na lang to, guys. 2 beses na naman tayo na-restrict. Kailangan kasi nakikita nilang gumagalaw akong ganyan. Alright. Yes, she was a chemist. Yes. Yan. And a war hero. And I think this is the last question. What is the general Filipino term for traditional amulets, charms, or talismans believed to possess supernatural powers such as invisibility, invulnerability, or the ability to repel harm? So again, what is the general Filipino term for traditional amulets, charms, or talismans? Believed to possess supernatural powers such as invisibility, invulnerability, or the ability to repel harm. Kasi nung bata ako talaga, ito talaga yung paniwaling paniwala ko. Kasi ito yung mga laging pinapanood sa, ano, sa mga Tagalog movies, di ba? Alright, ang galing! Ang galing, galing, galing nyo. Yes, okay. So the answer there is anting-anting or agimat. Okay, sige nga, baka may alam. So, etong anting-anting or agimat, ito yung ano, kumbaga ito yung overall ba, okay, yung broad, kumbaga na pangalan, okay, nitong ano na to, amulet. Pero ito naman, yung invisibility, ano yung ano, baka may alam. Alright? Yung sa brilyante, ding ang bato, sabi niya. Alright. Ano naman ito yung atong specific na agimat or anting-anting for invincibility. Okay, sige nga, baka try nyo lang. Yan. Ang pwede niyong maging ano diyan, maging clue diyan is ano, pag invisible ka, okay? Or pag yung tao hindi nakakita, ano yung tawag doon? Okay? Pag ang tao ay hindi nakakakita, okay, yan. So, isang word yon. To meron pang first na word before yung word na taong hindi nakakakita. Sige nga. Yung hindi nakakakita. Ano sa Tagalog? Ano sa Tagalog yung hindi nakakakita? Bakit ba baylan? Aha. Yes, okay, of course, bulag. Yes. So, yes. So, yes, bulag. So, ang answer nun is taga-bulag. 'Di ba? Parang taga-kain. Okay, mga ganon. So, ang amulet, in specific na amulet, para hindi ka makita is taga-bulag. Okay, yan. All right. Pitik bulag. Palalaruan. All right? So maraming maraming salamat po. Yan, so sa Thursday Prof Ed po tayo. Okay? So again, sa Thursday Prof Ed po tayo. Manood po kayo sa ano sa aking YT channel. Marami po akong mga videos na mga actual okay na lumabas na talaga namang sinabi ng mga nag-exam noon na it helped them kasi marami pa ring na-recycle. Okay? So and then kindly support me also by subscribing na rin po sa ating